It's time again. This is Comfy and Unfiltered. As you can tell, I am comfortable here on this platform. We talk about positivity, life journeys. We talk about anything and everything unfiltered. Yes. So today I'm here with a lady that I've admired. She's somebody that can say it as it is. Something that someone will use 2 weeks and a year to say, she will use just 1 minute to tell her mind. She is a free-spirited person, and yeah, I love her. I don't tell her. She doesn't even know that I'm always like stalking her. She has no idea, but you know what that means. I'm a stalker. So excuse my voice. I'm down to a cold, but I love to talk. I love to see myself in camera. Oh God, I love to have somebody on this couch. So I got myself up and I'm ready here. So if you click this channel, please click on the subscriptions button and also with the bell icon, so that whenever we drop an episode, you are the first to see. I'm here with
Adam, and please like and share. Like, share, and click on the bell. She's here with Adam, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. This girl's like, I don't care if you're sick. The fact that we put that on that calendar, I'm showing up.
Yep.
And there she is. I'm like, girl, I really want to sleep. But I'm happy that I have people that see the vision, and want to be part of the vision, and do not let me stop at the vision. And that is what we're talking about today. Self-sabotaging. If you do not know this word, it's a word that means that you're doing something right, you're on the right path, but you second guess yourself. You get any little thing you want to stop. So before I go to my lady here, let me tell you something. How this platform was built. So I was doing radio. You and I were working at the same place. So I was like, I want to do a podcast, because that platform was more of me preaching, bringing men of God. And others, like, I'm getting to a phase where I'm getting to know myself. I'm getting to, aside me knowing God, I'm experiencing certain things. I want to get a platform where I can bring other people to talk about their life journeys, fashion, skills, all those things. Get to be goofy and I want other people to see that version of me outside me, reading the Bible and preaching and praying and casting out demons. So I spoke to my best friend Steven. He's the one that helps to edit, and we started let's get everything, because I used to have stuff. So he's like, you really need to get good stuff. Let's upgrade. Let's make it better. I'm like, okay. So I got everything. I did susu. I bought everything. And so the first day we set up, the internet was not working. I had to call internet to, I don't want to mention, nobody's sponsoring me at this point.
So we're not doing it.
So I called them, and I was like, I've gotten an extender. That's it right there. So I want to increase my speed so that I can get to this spot, so that we wanted to do the live recordings and stuff. So we did a live recording, and my first person was Jasmine. And that day, the video was breaking. If you said the breakage was breaking, it was breaking. And we posted. I'm like, I cried.
Wow.
You see how like you put flyers out there, you've done a video that says that this is coming up and all that, and it comes and it's like not up to standard. And I told myself I'm not doing it. I shut everything down. I wanted to pack everything. My best friend was like, girl, you doing this, we need to figure a way out. So I was supposed to interview Apostle David Judah.
Okay.
He came and nothing was working.
Wow.
I'm like, this is a sign to stop.
I can relate to that.
I'm like, this is a sign to stop, so I'm done. And for weeks, I didn't even pass, I didn't even look this direction. I didn't even look the direction. And I was dying inside. My best friend called me and said, you know when they say the devil a nipa fie and in a town for and all that, we are town for.
Yep.
He's like, you are your own demon. You are the one destroying yourself. You're the one.
Yep.
You say you're giving yourself a break from radio to start this so that when you build this you can go back. Now you don't want to do this and you don't want to go back to radio. What do you want to do with yourself? I'm like, you're my best friend. You don't have to tell me that. You should be supporting me. And so I got up and I realized that I was self-sabotaging me.
Yeah.
I will like shoot videos. I have a lot of videos on this phone that I can just do click and put on social media.
Yeah. But you don't want to.
I don't know why I don't do it. And so as time went on that I started to do it, and I'm seeing the progress, I'm seeing it, I'm like, what would have happened if I hadn't done this? There were many stories that would have helped people. I'm not gonna cry. That wouldn't have been.
You were probably blocking somebody's blessing. Even a man seeing a woman on this couch and getting married to.
Oh yes, yes.
A woman sitting here and you see this life, eh?
I'm the devil herself. So, when it comes to self-sabotaging, how is your story like?
I can relate from after high school. Actually, during high school, right? My mom is a hairdresser in Ghana. Nobody taught me how to do hair. I had this friend. She's called Peace. And one time I was like, let me do your hair for you. And I did like this weave on bangs. Hey, right now if I see that picture, I'm like, what was I doing? But at that time it was popping.
Yes, it was the hair.
I'm telling you. And my dad was like, when did you start doing hair? I'm like, I don't know. I remember. So I went to a salon with my dad, and then stepping out of the salon, my dad spent about $300 for doing weave and washing. And when I saw this man, paying for it, I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna start doing my own hair. So I started doing my own hair, no YouTube or whatsoever. I started just braiding my hair, and then my friend Peace, and I started doing Peace's hair, and she was cool with that. And now I'm like, I can do hair. And my dad would tell people, my daughter can do hair. I don't know, she got the talent from her mom probably. And then I was like, okay, fine. So I started doing people's hair little by little. When I moved out of my dad's place, now I don't want to do hair no more because my hype man is not around. Okay, cool. Then I started making jewelries to sell. A couple of people bought, and then somebody somehow complained about the jewelry, and I stopped. Okay, moving on. I started selling wigs. I'll buy it from a cheaper place and then wear it, do this video, and my friends were so into it. So sometimes I was like, are people just buying it from me because they know me, or they buying it like you're a good marketer? So they'll buy it, and then one girl, in everything there's a devil.
I know, right?
In everything, there's a female devil. So she will text me, she'll send me a message, how much is the weave and all of that. And then when I tell her, then she will be the one, because at that time she was somehow talking to the guy that I was with. Then she'll go to the guy and be like, oh, so right now she's selling wig. Instead of, and people are making, like, mocking me, because it was like my friends are going to college, and I'm chasing business. Like, I always come up with something new. After selling the wig, I stopped selling the wig. I started selling clothes, and then stopped selling clothes. Then I started marketing makeup, this whole Mary Kay.
Yeah,
I started selling Mary Kay in high school.
Wow.
My sophomore year in high school with Mary Kay. Sophomore year, so they make her pay for a home bag. But I love business. I'm passionate about that. And I remember beginning when my dad brought me here, I was like, I want to be a carpenter. And it's like my mom is like half Ewe. My dad is like, sir, like that Ewe blood in you. Just want you to be a carpenter. Like, which female is a carpenter? Become a nurse and all of that. And I was like, I don't like nursing. I don't like taking care of sick people. Like, why are you sick? I hate that thing. And then later on, I was like, I want to be a pharmacist. But still, I had this business, like, ideas coming back and forth. And I was like, okay, cool. This is where, me and Kasa, I'm my own devil. So
two devils sitting in the couch.
I'm telling you. So in Massachusetts, Worcester, right? And hi to Massachusetts people. You see how I pause and say people. So in Massachusetts, I had this vision of my first company is called Millennium Multimedia, right? It was called Millennium Multimedia. So I was going to like coach or take pictures of the young people that I go to church with. And then because I noticed some people have that face of a model, and they can also like even market people's stuff or something. My whole mindset was that. And then I had a friend, the day she's in Maryland, so she also write like script, and she's a good writer. So I told her, oh, can you write a story for me so that we can act on it? It's going to be like for the young people, like back in Ghana, like YOLO, YOLO and all of that stuff. Yeah. So she wrote the story, was good. And then I found Africa Ba. He's a photographer in Massachusetts. So I talked to him, hey, this is my vision. This is what I'm trying to do. I have the people, I can pull people in and all of that. And then back then, my very good friend Kwame, he was very supportive of it. And, people will come, will take the pictures, and sister, taking the pictures and investing money into it. And that time, the guy that I was dating didn't have that, that vision. So he didn't really support me. He was like, you wasting your money. And I even did like another branch in Ghana that people can do like the audition, get me talent so that I can market them. So my whole thing was to market people's talents, right? So I can just get a percentage. I just love it. Doing this thing, and then I had a call from one of the Pentecost aunties that her daughter was part of the the modeling thing that I was doing. This lady called me one time, and then she's like, oh, I don't want my daughter to be with you no more. You're a prostitute. You want my daughter to become a prostitute just like you. No jokes. I listened to the voice note. I played the voice note to the girls or the boys that I was with at that time. Were getting ready to do a photo shoot. When I played that voice note and I told them, I'm not doing this anymore. And if I should tell you, based on the thing that I did, how some other people got to know that they had the talent, they had the gift to do some things, it's like I brought them out of that shell. Yeah. And some people up to now still thank me for that. And they always go, oh, when it comes to Worcester, Amma is the OG. When it comes to talent and all of that stuff, she will support you. And I have guys to know that they appreciate me for that. So I was like, I'm not doing this no more. They didn't even understand why. But here I am coming from a community where I'm different. I see myself to be different, regardless.
Very.
So when everybody's going left and I'm going right, they go like, "Why are you going right? Who do you think you are?" Da, 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 da. Everybody's going to school. Yeah, here chasing this manager and all of that stuff, and then saying some like, "Why?" And I'm like, "This is what I want to do," and that thing shut me down. Because the community were making me feel like I don't deserve to be there. Like you're not the one to tell our kids what to do. They know what they want to do. But mind you, I could see the talent in these people. Like, yo, you can be a doctor, you can be everything,
and still do
you can still have a side hustle.
Yeah, that is possible. Yeah.
So all of this thing I was like, all right, I'm shutting myself down. Then God being so good, I moved into this apartment and I met this man, Brian. The way I was talking to him, vibing, singing Lumba song and everything, and then he's like, "You have a radio, like nice. Voice and lifestyle, and the way you talk about your stories, which I know it's not true." So I can talk to somebody to like put you on in Worcester. So the radio station is called Unity Radio. Yeah. So when the CEO met me, he was like, "Okay, just do something on the radio." I started talking, and then the second day he didn't show up. He's like, "You have your show now, run your show." And girl, if I should tell you, I did not panic. There was no fear.
Yeah.
The story was coming. And I was so happy. Like, the radio was more like the place that I can be myself.
Yeah.
I would talk, and my dad was so proud. Every Saturday I'll play High Life. And listen, I'm old school.
Yes.
Thanks to my dad.
Yes.
I'm old school, yeah. And then when he's getting his hair cut, like, I gave them that Ghana vibe. That Saturday they can listen to High Life and still listen to non-fast stories, right? Love and all of that stuff. But I still felt like, even though these people are praising me, I still don't fit in here. There's some fear of one day I'm going to say something and they're going to cancel me.
Yeah.
There was some fear of somebody seeing me out there and be like, "You're still not good."
Yes. The body doesn't fit the voice.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that. One lady was talking on she went to African store and she was like, "Oh, I listened to this girl's station, blah 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 blah, her show is good and all of that stuff." And then at the African shop, my dad was somehow popular, so they were like, "Oh yeah, that's why she's daughter, that's her." Hey I call you pennies, like I looked at her like, is it a bad thing or is it a good thing?
Yeah.
And I remember calling my dad and I was like, "This auntie said this thing about me." My dad is like, "Don't mind anybody, just do what you're doing."
Yes.
But since then, when I go to the radio station, I limit the things that I say. And then truly people are like, "Oh, there's no fire like when you started." And I'm like, what is it? Like, what do you guys want? Yes or no? No or yes? So when I started this whole thing, I remember, and sister, when you want to chase your dream, or when you trying to run away from fear, is the worst thing ever.
It's gonna chase after you.
Hey. So I got introduced to this TV personnel in Ghana. I'm not going to mention her name. She's well known. She came to America. I hosted her. She was telling me, I told her about my vision and everything, loving the media. And then she's like, "Oh, okay, fine. We can take some makeup artists be from here, go to Ghana, educate them on makeup, do fashion shows." And I love fashion. So she was talking to me about, we have to rent a place in, there's this popular hotel in Ghana. I forgot the name, which is very expensive. Kimpiski was that part, that one. So this lady was telling me, to rent a place in Kimpiski, you have to pay $5,000. Mind you, this is 2017, sister. Sister, this lady will show me an email talking about me talking to the manager in Kimpiski, and then she'll show me how the program that we're trying to do, the commercials on the TV, and all of this. Then I was found in it.
Yeah, because that's your vision.
That's my vision. And she also had the same thing with me. So I was like, yay. In 2017, I went to Ghana. At that time, I've met my old school friend, and then I told him, hey, this is what I'm coming to do. Da, 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 da. The lady showed me shege. My sister, I had a place living with the lady that came from Ghana, right? She lives with me, but she showed me shege that I have to leave my apartment to go to Ghana. That was the type of shege I'm talking about. So I got to Ghana and I told my friend, I was like, hey, can you take me to Kimpiski? Because mind you, 2017 was my first year going to Ghana. So we went to Kimpiski, and then I was like, on this day, this is the flyer, this is the email. We have the hall, so I'm just trying to get like people to deco, blah, 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 to see what I'm doing. They're like, no, nobody has paid anything. There's nothing like that.
I'll be back. So, this story you're telling is like, it's too much to handle. As the point that the people that you think that were helping you with your vision, like, so when you showed that the email, what happened?
So when I showed the email, they're like, oh, we don't have such person here and all of that. Mind you, the lady that I was living with, we went to open a bank account, right? Mine was separate, hers was separate. And I go to work, she doesn't go to work. One time I was home, and then I noticed, you know, like how somebody deposit money, you kind of get the notification. I got a notification in my account, 10K. And I was like, hey, 10K, what kind of job have I done that I get 10K in my account? So I went to the bank and I told them, I was like, I know this is a business account, but I haven't made any transactions. So can you please send the money to the sender or whatever it is? So they were like, oh, we're going to do a police report, yada, yada, yada. I was like, okay, cool. Not knowing, the lady found my business account and then sent it to somebody to do a wire transfer. So she called, you know, when I go home, and then she was like, oh, have you received anything to your account? And I'm like, yeah, but it's not for me, so I sent it back. She was pissed.
But she could have given you a heads up first. That's your account.
But even the money is not genuine. That's the part. That's why I said wire transfer.
No, okay. Now my mind is getting there. Hey!
So, I'm telling you. Hey! Because I'm chasing my dream.
Yes.
And I was like, okay. Then she got paid. She was cussing me out, all of that stuff. And I'm like, remember, you do not have America in Krata. I'm a citizen.
Yes.
If anything should happen,
it's on your name.
They coming for me, not you. Then this lady said, oh, I worked too hard, and you know, and I'm building a case here. I worked too hard, and she can introduce me to a couple of people that's gonna make me get money, you know, men that's gonna take care of me and all of that. And I was like, madam, I've been hustling since I was a kid.
I've been hustling in the morning.
You understand? If I wanted to get rich faster, I'm pretty sure I know my way out.
Yeah.
Because the girl is girl, like body know your body. Yeah. So if I wanted like a way out, I could have found an easy way out. But I'm hustling because I'm working because I don't like trouble.
Yeah.
Let me put it that
clean
way.
money.
That part. So when I got to Ghana and they were like, oh no, something like that is not there and everything. It's that crazy that my childhood friend that I met in Ghana actually knew that the lady was not genuine. But he didn't tell me that the lady was not genuine, but he was backing me up. And then sometimes he will even call, because at that time we're kind of like whole of talking, whatever. And then he will be like, oh, the lady wants to do A, B, C, and D. She said you're not sending her, you're not giving her the money to do it, and all of that. And I'm like, yo, I don't have money like that. Like, that was my savings that I tried to do with this thing. It's, you know, the money is not there. So what the heck? So when I got back, and then I told this guy, I'm like, when I went to the hotel, this is what was said. And then he started saying, oh, hey, I wanted to tell you the lady was not genuine. I was like, you knew this from the beginning.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't we don't run away from our dreams. So it's the process.
Wow.
So I was like, wow. And then he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I called the lady when she was here. And then I was like, yo, you lied to me. She started cussing me out. Oh, yeah. And then even when she came down to Ghana, I was still in Ghana. I said, sensible, mind you, this lady is older than me. She was in her 40s. I said, older woman, call me, apologize, maybe something.
Yeah, she would.
She started twisting the thing, making it look like it's my fault. And that day, I felt so numbed that I went to buy blade.
Oh my God.
And I started cutting myself. And then my childhood friend Akusia, she came to me and she's like, what are you trying to do? And I was like, Akusia, I want to feel another pain. You don't understand. I spent about 10K. I was walking like a crazy person, because I'm like, in Massachusetts, in Worcester, they see me to be useless. They see me to not like, even, oh, you know, in school, you are useless. But I know what I'm craving for. Like, I know where my success is at.
Yes.
I've saved money trying to leave it, not to even prove to them that I can do it, but it's more like, yo, this is it.
This is something I call my own. Yeah.
And I go into this, and I came back. I lost my job, and even that time I asked a friend to loan me money. So she ended up telling the whole universe that I'm owing her, and I was like, hey. So at this point, I'm like, okay, no more dreams. Work. Go to this so-called school. Why not? And I'm going to school. I think I was doing trying to do this whole nursing thing. And I was like, nursing, I don't see my passion in that. Like, I like caring for people, but I don't see yourself. Not sick people, you know, normal people. Yeah, sure. So I stopped school again, and then I went back to the wigs, you know, trying to sell wigs, and people were buying from me. Listen, I have passion for fashion and media so much that if I have the things and people are not buying, I can give it to you for free, take pictures, take videos, and send it to me. And people will be like, oh, that's waste of money and everything. I was like, that's marketing.
Yes. Yeah.
I have to invest in what I'm doing. Invest in myself. Like, I love investing in myself so much, but sometimes the words and the actions of people make me just be like, just do what the regular people are doing.
Wow.
Try to fit in.
So what I'm understanding is sometimes we say self-sabotaging because you are destroying what you want and what you have to achieve by yourself, not because you want to, but because of what others do to kill the dream. Wow.
What to do we have other people too who is like opposite from what what I experienced, because mine was more like I needed the help. I wanted the help. Even after high school, I told my dad, I was like, hey, let me go to Ghana 1 year. Let me go learn how to do hair. I know how to do hair, but let me learn different skills. Let me go even sewing, cry. He's like, no, you have to go to school, become a nurse, Oh, first he said I should become a pharmacist. I was like, hey, with what head? Because Because I'm like, I don't have that time to go to school for 8 years, 7 years. Like, what did I do to you? You know, but I was like, no, Dad, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I love hair. I want people to look pretty. Even if I have to do it for free, I don't care. This man said no. So now I have to suppress that passion, that dream, that I can even say fantasy.
Yes.
Because when I go to bed, I can see myself like doing it, even going to hair shows and, you know, coming up with this crazy hairstyle and getting even an award for hairstyle.
Wow.
But I'm not getting that opportunity. I'm not getting that help, that push. So I was like, yeah, let me do this people's nursing thing. I didn't even last for a semester.
Anatomy 101.
Even English self for crowd was in the English class. I'm like, what am I doing? But after high school, I went to New England Institute of Art. So I went to I think I did like 2 years. I did fashion and retail management.
Wow.
So that should even tell you where my passion was at, like driving that. But you know, not getting the support, because even in school I was like, the thing that I want to learn, that's not what they're teaching me, because they're teaching me this textbook how to cut and I'm like, no, I want hands-on.
A lot of people are hands-on. That is why, like, sometimes you have to go to like trade school.
Yes.
For those days. And the thing is, if you don't have the push and you're not having the zeal from people that to get, it's not always about having the people though, but we need the people to make us feel like where we're heading to, we head in the right direction.
And you need the people.
Yeah, you do.
Especially in America.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that you trying to be a fashion designer or something and not having, like, let's say somebody paying your bills.
Yes.
Or even going to, even if you're working, you still need, like, you know, somebody to at least be like, I'm contributing to something.
Yeah.
Because you have people that, you know, trying to become nurses and doctors. If they have partners, right, their partners is going to be the one paying for all the bills, knowing that, oh, you're going to become a nurse in a year or two,
and you're going to pay,
and then you're going to, you know, jump on it and they take care of the house just like me. And some partners sacrifice their, you know, their time for the other one to also become successful.
Yes.
That's why you need the people.
Yes,
because
you do.
Let's say if my dad would have supported, like, you know, me going back home, he'll be the one sending me money, because where am I going to be working?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And also you need the people, because you have to build your portfolio.
Yep.
Because in the fashion world, you need portfolio, you need the connection, the networking. You need to go to like seminars. All these things are money to meet the people, like the Coco Chanel and all those people. You need to, especially people need to see what you've done. I like the 3 things I watch on TV: Cake Boys, New York Fashion, and the Fashion Runway.
Yep.
And I watch Say Yes to the Dress.
Okay.
These are the only 3 things I watch on TV. And when you see them, these people, they don't even have businesses yet, but they have the portfolio. They will draw it, they have the so you need somebody that, and they have like the small business that people are, you know, this is what I'm doing. I have like a seamstress place that, like,
you need to put yourself
to put yourself out there. And
because with that, I'm more into like the marketing side.
Yes.
I just love marketing. So my whole thing is, if I'm not even able to sketch or to draw something, I have the vision. I can let you know where I'm going. Meet me halfway and let me do the marketing. So most people pick some careers because it's like, for the meantime, a stable job. You know, I can go anywhere and get a job. I'm okay with that.
And it's secure, no matter what happens.
That's secure job. And kill their dream, kill their vision, and then just, you know, later on blame themselves after years later. And I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. Let me jump on it. At least if I do it and it doesn't work, I know I tried.
Yes.
And I've completed it. fulfilled it, and I'm happy with whatever it is. So with this whole people not supporting, people just looking down, even including the close people that you think if you bring something out they will buy, they'll even post, they'll even sister. Me say
story of
the Ghanaian accent just popped up. I bought stuff to take you to Ghana for a friend to like sell, that kind of thing. And that one too became a different story. So in this case, I was like,
probably when we are twins from different mothers.
So in this case, I was like, am I a failure? Like, is something? Am I doing something wrong? Am I mean to people? Am I that wicked to people for people to be that heartless to me?
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Then I stopped. So even if you're in a relationship, your partner will be telling you, hey, if you try this, it doesn't work. If you try that, it doesn't work. And then you're outsiders to tell you if this and that. And then, so right now, why are you stressing yourself? Why are you even doing it? Go and do the clock in, clock out that we are
everybody
all
doing.
And I'm like,
at least you have some money in your account.
Get the clock in, clock out.
Yes.
But I'm not happy. I'm not. Like, why? And then I stop. Right now, I'm like, focus on school and work. School and work. Madam, it didn't even last for a year. And another idea came up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they started doing this whole bracelet that they'll write your name on it. So I ordered a couple. And then God been so good, I met like amazing fashion designers who understands my vision, and they were willing to work with me. I have one in Kumasi, one in Accra. So Anne, she's the one in Accra. She started sewing, and they should not even take me money, right? She'll be like, sell it, and then
you give back my
pay me the money. But you have your name tag on it, so no problem. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. It will take a while, but she's like, sis, don't worry, it's business, I understand. Then the one in Kumasi too, she'll be like, I understand, sis, like small, that kind of thing. And I was like, hey, all these years now I'm getting these people that believe in my dream. Right now, market beginning, I had the fire to market my stuff to sell. Right now I don't have the fire no more, but I have the product.
Yes.
Why? Because I'm like, being on media, on social media, I like reacting to this high life thing. I will sing it and all of that. And then having people being like, oh, yeah, penisem, oh, da 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 da, act like your age and all of that. That mindset, that voice keeps like ringing, even including the lady calling me a prostitute. So right now I'm like, I have the stuff for me to wear it and just be in the camera and turn around and everything. I don't know the comments. Like, I'm thinking for everybody, the comment that's going to come out, how are people going to accept this thing, how are people, all of those things is the fear.
And sometimes too is the fear of success. You're afraid that it's going to go and it's going to get big, and you feel like you're not prepared. Prepared for the big thing that comes if it blows up now, and people are ordering. I don't even have a studio, I don't even have a warehouse, I don't even have that. How can I do that?
That thing, eh? So right now I'm like, okay, I have it, but how am I going to wear it and market it? Instead of, people giving me that bombastic eye, like, that's all you can do, that's all you're good for.
Somebody said, does I care? Must you care? It's your business. However you want to market it, you do it. And that is where we sabotage ourselves, because we are so bothered about how people feel and how people see us, especially those that know us from the beginning. Let me just step in with a story of mine, then we get back to yours. As people knew me to be that smallish girl that didn't talk. I was so in my shell. I was bullied a lot when I was growing up. So, and when I grew up, when I knew a man and I started to do stuff, like, I made a lot of mistakes, and when the calling of God came upon me, I kept hiding it. I kept not showing up because I felt like, what if these people come and say, I know her, she was this, she did that, she's been here, she's done that, and try to make me feel unqualified. So I disqualified myself right there. Then I started to notice that, when God gave me the vision to do Bruni's Quick Word, it started by me doing motivation. I still do it now once in a while. I just post it
on TikTok.
Then,
and I do see that a lot in her car.
I don't know why. I only get inspiration when I'm in my car.
In your car, yeah.
And the moment it comes, I have to do it. If not, forget about it. So I will do it. I will post it. I'm like, I started realizing that I can talk. Then people will see me out of nowhere. They are telling me their troubles and everything, and I will have solutions for them, advise them and all that. I'm like, but something in me kept saying no.
You still had that negative.
You can do it. You like nobody will listen. Nobody will understand you. Nobody will support you, to the point where it got to a point like it got to radio. I'm getting big people. You saw the people that came. I'm like, no, this is not me. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna do that. It's sometimes the fear of the past, the fear of success, the fear of the unknown, that we keep belittling ourselves. Until the point that God said I should do. I have this ladies hangout that I bring ladies together. We hang out, we talk, we pray. I bring people, resource people to come and talk to with the women, and we do some craft and other stuff. And I had expectations of people coming, and I'll get, like, you see how you see a vision of where you're going, and you see the big picture, how it's supposed to happen, and then you're doing it and it's not that big. And the people you expected to be the one pushing it are not. They're like, maybe this is not for me, maybe this is not God, maybe this is not my calling.
To even post on social media, which they don't even charge anybody money. In America, everybody have Wi-Fi, free
Wi-Fi,
even at home, even data. Is that crazy? I can relate to that. That when I'm doing something, and then I don't even like to share it, because I'm like, listen, the person I'm sending to will not even post it, but I'll see that they'll post everybody's products except my own. So let me just do my thing, and then if you come on board, cool. If you don't come, fine. Speaking of God calling you, and then turning away from the past and everything, this is one thing people don't understand. We all make mistakes. We all have to learn from our mistakes. We all made stupid decisions that up to now, believe me, if you die and go and come back, you still repeat that same stupid decision, whether you like it or not, because that decision is another path for you to understand life, for you to know yourself and even the people around you. I made a stupid decision. I got to know my circle, and female, not even just female, and people do not know that people closer to them envy them that bad, until you fall down, until you fail. That is where all that characteristics comes out, and then you sit down and you're like, hey, another A.
To the A to the A.
Yo, this is a typical A. A Ghanaian A. Because you sit there, you're like, wait, I supported you in yours. Like, I trusted you. I believed in you. So I was doing this business, so shipping things to Ghana, go and sell and everything. And then I discussed it with a friend. My friend was like, don't do it. The next year, she started doing it. I was like, Bumbleclat, why? And then now, when she's doing it, I post her. I tell people, my friend is doing that. Because at that time, I have stopped mine because they show me shaggy. So I'm trying to advise her, hey, don't do A, B, C, D. And then, that's another thing too. People are very proud. When I've had the experience. I'm not saying yours is going to be the same as mine, right? But I'm just telling you, I've
So you
made
have
this
to look
A,
up,
B,
yeah.
C, D mistakes. Please be careful of whoever you're dealing with. They don't listen. When they go and they also see shaggy, then they come back and they'll tell you that you are wicked. And I'm like, okay, we thank God. At least I know my position in your life. So here I am, and I'm like, how come my friend is doing the thing that I started and hers is going cool, but mine didn't go the way I wanted? And then I'm like supporting everybody, including my designers. I post their stuff.
Yes.
I patronize them.
Yes.
But you could say you also have your clothing. Like, why are you also posting other people? I don't care. If I'm selling skirt and top, you're selling skirt and top, that doesn't mean that everybody have to buy from me. My style may be different from yours. My colors may be different. Somebody also like yours. How many people do we have in this world?
How many? Like aside even people. Let's look in America.
Yeah.
McDonald's would be here. The next block is Wendy's.
The next block is Burger King. Chick-fil-A, and then even Popeyes, and everybody can be in the same plaza, but they'll still get their people to buy from them,
and they're selling literally the same thing.
The same. They'll get the people to buy from them.
Yeah.
So it got to a point that I started being bitter, not bitter like I'm aving my friends, but bitter in a way that I'm not going to let anybody know what I do.
Yeah.
I'll give it to somebody. You do the marketing. And then I'll also post. And then when I post, I'll be like, oh, it's not for me. Then I was like, why am I even deceiving myself? The person using his or her face is not getting the market like me using my face. Even if I get 3 people to buy from me, that means they believe in whatever that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Than you letting somebody use it. Okay, so later on, if you decide to take your product and then the person goes like, oh, by the way, I've been using my face the whole time, what are you going to do? Now you're going to search for your own customers? No, you find your own people.
Yeah.
Find your own consumers. And then if you even have 10 people, make sure it works for you. But sister, I can give the best business advice, but I'll never use it. I will never use it because the fear, the neglect, the reject, the feedback, like, and mind you, this is not the things that people are telling me. It's all playing in my head. I'm telling myself, hey, whatever you are doing, it's not going to go because Akose is doing it.
Yes.
Pabde is doing it. Kojo is doing it. What makes you better than them?
And that's one thing that steals your joy and steals your authenticity.
Oh yeah.
Authenticity. How do you say it? How to be authentic. The English is not English at this point.
Just Google it.
My grandma would say Google mate. Google. So it destroys how unique you can be.
Yep.
Because you keep comparing yourself to another person, then you shrink. That's what was happening to me, because like I'm like, God, you've given me a vision, God gave me a word, there's this I need to do. And there was this person that I admire. I think we were talking about it. I was like, I admire her. She was doing so well on social media. She was like, I'm like, God, what is it that I'm not doing right? Like, I want all this 4K, I want all that. And when I did a program and it didn't turn out like how I wanted it, I saw and I was like, God, I sure it was you. Because at this point, people are just saying stuff that shouldn't be said, and they're getting all the case and the comments and everything and all that.
The stupidest video on social media get the most likes and share than the sensible ones. We all know that. It's marketing strategy.
But one thing that God said was, sometimes He shows you the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But He wants you to understand that the smaller one that you have now is the stepping stone.
Yeah.
To whom much is given, much is expected. And if I give you small and you are able to steward the small, then I can trust you enough to give you the big ones. So if I'm giving you the small ones, which is the small sales, the small audience, whatever it is now, and you cannot have that faith in yourself and faith in what your capabilities are, knowing that I have a voice, I have these ideas, and this idea somebody may have it, but they cannot do it like how I've seen it,
like I do.
I'm like, okay. Then he said, look, in a season where people were having the anger to connect to old friends, that was when I gave an idea of Facebook. The main idea for Facebook was to reconnect to old friends,
and it worked.
Schoolmates, and it worked. But then it was a place for marketing. Then when I reached out to my old friends got to know that, oh, I have this small business. Now they patronize, they post, and people get to see, and it became, then Facebook got to know, oh, people have stuff that they don't want anymore. Let me add marketplace. Then it got to a point that, oh, people do not like all these dating platforms anymore. But let me add dating here, because they are old friends that are on this platform. Probably they started a relationship. It ended. Now let's put it back on that they can meet their loved ones there. So we kill the seed before it bears out because of fear.
Don't even water it.
Thank you, madam.
If you don't water it, how is it even going to bear? Not to even grow. You know, because talking about God even calling, right? And most people get it confused when somebody say God have called me. It's not like kasapa phone, like, oh, you have to be a pastor, like you have to be a sophomore, a reverend, and whatever. No, everybody have a special gift that God have
called them,
like place in their life, like a little. That's why they always say, get to know your purpose. When you get to know your purpose through God, then you get to know, it's okay, fine, this is what I can do and what I can do. So there was sometimes Church of Pentecost, when we're going to Pensa, they'll be like, pray for your gift. You know, the hidden gift that God have given you. What gift have God have given you? And then, be praying. And then sometimes I'll see something about my friend, like something is about to happen. Even my dad, even my parent, I do say things ahead of time. Even before I lost my dad, I told my mom, I was like, my dad is going to die in his room and nobody is going to know for days. And my mom was like, don't say that, God forbid. And I was like, no, I've already seen it in my dream, in a vision. But this is me. When I see something, I just say it, like there's no break. And then when I say it, I forget until when it happens, and then it comes back again. I'm like, oh. And then including walking in some place, sometimes I can walk into a place and I'm like, I've been here before. And then I look around, I'm like, no, like I've been here, but I haven't been here like in person. But I've been here in a way that I've seen it in my dream. Like I've had that vision. That's what we call, like, God have called me. This is when you get to know your purpose. Where you've actually encountered, some special relationship with the Holy Spirit, with God Himself. And then you get to know, oh, okay, fine, I'm not losing my mind. I'm not insane. When I see things, I need to tell the people. I had a dream about a friend. And I refuse to tell that person because already, as you said, people know that you're a sinner. Me, I always say I'm a sinner. Whether you like it or not, I'm a sinner. And I was like, I want to tell this person so bad, but I'm so scared. And then I'm like, I'm not going to tell. And mind you, having a conversation with her, she came up with this conversation, talking. And I was like, this sounds familiar. Should I tell her or not? And sometimes you get scared because you don't know the growth of that person, spiritually.
Yes,
or maybe if, let's say, you just seeing stuff, as they say, you start to, when you start to dream some no unnecessary dreams. So I don't take my dreams for granted. I don't joke with it. I didn't tell this person. The thing happened, and I regretted it. I was like, eee. And then when I told her that I had a dream she was like, "You're a bad friend." I was like, "If I should have come to you and told you, would you have believed me?" She's like, "No, because with you, you are never
all things are possible."
She's like, "With you, you are never serious." And I was like, "You see, that's the thing.
Yes,
that's the gift that God have given me, where I can say something jokingly, jokingly." But when you think about it, when you home, because when I say something, I always tell God, I'm like, "God, please remind this person when they are on their bed, because me on my bed, that's where I have all these things, so that they can see, oh, maybe I must say this. What are you thinking about?" So that's also another way that we doubt ourselves, especially when we hear the Holy Spirit talking to us, or when we know that right now we have that relationship with God, that we can communicate with Him. We doubt it even there.
Yeah.
If you doubt you and God, or whatever that you believe in general, then what makes you think you're not going to doubt yourself?
And even other people doubting you, because the confidence you will use to speak, the awareness of who you are, determines how much people believe in you. Look, when you see a modeling, have you seen all those clothes that these models wear?
Oh yeah,
that is like a whole bucket that they've tied up, and the way they are walking with this dress,
so confident, and like, I'm rocking it whether you like it or not.
I'm like, who saw this?
and people will pay thousands of dollars to go and see
and watch.
Just watch them walking up, and I'm like, hey, so it was like one of those things, and I was like, okay, I'm giving up on my dream, this fashion, the hair, marketing, whatever. Another thing came up, I did that one too, and then I'm like, okay, it seems like when it comes to business now, no, I cannot run, no. And I was just asking myself, sometimes when you bring the stuff, people don't even buy you. End up wearing half of the stuff, and you end up gifting half of it. Is that business? And I was like, okay. Now I started learning how to market myself, and then even save in the company. Even pay myself. I started watching podcasts, businessmen, businesswomen, and how they survive, adding ABC all together. And I'm like, okay. So I moved to Ohio, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to do my business again. I had a shenanigan with a friend, and then we're not talking anymore because of business now. And I'm like, hey, this business too, like, what's up? I still didn't give up. Still sending things to Ghana again, selling. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is too much. Then something came up. I was like, okay, let me go to school for, let me be a social worker. Because since I've been working with kids forever in my life, let me become a social worker. First semester, second semester, third semester, I'm like, do I really want to do this? And this happened in the time that I was having the silence, movement. That's what I call it in my life, where I was comparing my careers. Like, okay, do I want to deal with people's emotion? Am I going to be able to deal with people's emotions, people's trauma, people's burden? Because my dream was to become a trauma therapist. Trauma therapist, me and Kasano, I'm traumatized. So how am I going to become a trauma therapist when I haven't healed myself?
Who watches the Watchman?
You understand? So, okay, am I sure I want to do this? And I'm like, I don't think so. So I started doing the pros and cons, wrote them down. And then when it comes to business, I wrote them down. And if I should tell you the list that I had for business,
it was a lot.
It was a lot, because I was like, even when I lose, I feel like I've gained something. some knowledge, some, like, even one customer. And I'll have people calling me from years ago, hey, so what happened to this outfit? Like, it's no more there. I had somebody send me a picture like last month about a dress that she bought from me that she never wore. She found it one time, go to church, and then she took pictures and she sent it to me. I was like, hey, you bought this one from me? She's like, yes, I have the other one too. I saw it. Oh, it's really nice. So, and I was like, oh, collecting data. You know, because I'm that type of person that I don't follow the rules. I break the rules. I make my own rules and then look at the rules and then ignore the rules. But when it comes to the health side, I have to follow the rules. I don't have a choice. If you try to be Bob the Builder, can you fix this and change something? It's been there. Yes. It's like America, Congress. You know, then there's some, no, it's already there.
Yeah.
It's going to take years for something to be changed. But when it comes to business, I can move around. I can, it's like playing chess. I can just move things around to benefit me. Sometimes it's going to benefit me, sometimes it's not going to benefit me. And yeah, it's my own wahala. Grow on it. And then, you know, come up with my new rules and all of that. Because when fashion, it's a recycle.
Yeah. It goes and comes. Like, you remember those puff sleeves? Yeah. They back in style. The
hold my thighs and leave my leg. Terry Bonchaka's trousers. Yeah,
they're back.
They're all back.
I'm like, this, when you see the fall collection for this year, like, wasn't it like 2010 fashion?
You see, so it's like we keep doubting ourselves and then the past experience and people's words. And right now I'm in the path that I watch the things that I tell people, because you don't know, the words that you may say to somebody sometimes may cause them to commit suicide. And suicide is not just them killing themselves, killing the dreams, killing the within the spirit, even the voices, and they're just walking here empty. And I mean, we being Christians, we all know that if you empty and then you die, and God is like, I gave you something, I gave you a talent. What did you do with your talent? And the talent doesn't mean you preaching to somebody all of that. Everything is a talent. Even working at the radio station, saying something to make somebody laugh at that time, you save somebody's life. So you're talking about recording the video and all of that, right? So since I was running from my own wahala, I bought 3 cameras and then lighting, microphone, everything. I'm like, I'm about to start a podcast. Okay, cool. And then mine was more like to talk about the downside, the emotional side, experience that people have been through that they not willing to share. I recorded my first one, my sister. The whole time I thought I was recording the thing. He only recorded 30 minutes. And I was the only one there doing the camera and everything. This lady drove about an hour from her place to come and record, and he only recorded 13 minutes. I rented a hotel because at that time I didn't have my own space. I rented a hotel for 6 hours, which was like $300. The thing didn't go as planned. I was in the hotel room. I was like, are you serious? I was pissed. Hey, buy 3 cameras. You know the prices of these cameras and the lens. I was pissed. Mind you, I started one in Ohio before moving to Massachusetts, and I started with Apotoriwa. We recorded for another 2 hours or something. She was telling her story, was so juicy. For us to go and check, the phone was dead. And she gave me a second chance. And when I came to set it up again, the phone, I don't know, it went on do not disturb or something. I don't know. And I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
One of my childhood friend from school back in Ghana, I also recorded her. Her story was so juicy. Like, yo, it was so good to be true. Just say, you're recording everything of you. Right now, the camera is blare.
You know, sometimes we get to certain... We face certain hindrances. when we are showing up for our dreams. And that becomes what makes us not continue anymore. One thing I'm learning even in life is to be very resilient. That regardless of what happens, it's hard. Like my best friend will be like, "You can." I'm like, "I'm gonna." Whenever you hear me say, "I'm done,"
That's when you start.
I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Then that's when I feel out. I like you said. That's where you start. I feel like I'm getting sick. I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm thinking about ways to make it happen.
Yep.
Because when you relent and you don't become very resilient in everything you're doing, that is where life stops for you.